Will Sunahara be okay on his own? You saw him during the basketball game, right? He's at least physically adequate. Leave the manual labor to him. The two of us climbed the stairs and entered the music classroom at the end of the hallway. What kind of music would match the feeling of the play anyway? I can't even figure out that much out. I don't know either. I guess we'll just have to listen to figure it out. Listen, so your idea is to play all the records they have here? There's just another smaller room in the back of the classroom. Looking in, I see so many records piled in there that I feel dizzy. How many days did we have again? Why, you two. I hear a voice from the entrance. I turn around to find Nishina-san and Tsugisaki-san standing there. Hey. Hello, Nishina-san, Tsugisaki-san. Came here because Kimura-sensei told us we should. He said that you're looking for a musical piece to use in a play or something? Yeah, that's correct. But there's so many records here that we don't know where to start. In that case, we may be a help. Rie-chan knows just about everything there is to know about classical music. Right, Rie-chan? Yes, just leave it to me. What kind of melody you're looking for? Wouldn't it be faster if you just told them what the story's about? Yeah, you're right. Would you let me tell you about the story? Of course. And it plays the cutscene again. No, it doesn't. And so the girl wasn't lonely any longer. The end. I think he's really just told them the story from start to finish. What kind of world is this? Which is why Nishina asked her with a thrilled look. The world, like, what kind of trees grow there and what kind of fruits you can find? Listen, this isn't a geography class. Isn't there something else you could talk about that'd be easier to understand? Something else, but the only thing in that world is the girl. No, that's not what I mean. You know, like, whether it's a Western world or Japanese-style world. The feel of the world, basically. There's a single cabin place there, and outside of it is a wasteland that stretches forever in all directions. Nishina starts thinking. It's such a featureless world, though, and seems difficult for her to come up with something. What's the cabin like? What's inside of it? There's a desk inside. That doesn't surprise me. What kind of desk? A regular desk. Drinking tea at the desk would probably be calming. Everyone in the room, aside from Nagisa, starts to frown. What else? There isn't anything else. And what exactly about that makes it an illusionary tale? But it's a very illusionary world. Again, what about it makes you say that? The atmosphere. You're gonna need more than that to get your point across. The story sounds like a fairy tale for kids, so it's not sad at all either. It's very sad. What about it is sad then? Well, because it's the story of the only girl left in the world. Nishina answers. Yeah, that's right. I think I'm starting to understand. Just have to imagine how the girl feels. She's not alone at home, or alone at school. She's alone in the entire world. That's an extremely sad thing, isn't it? Yes, very much so. What kind of music would go with that? The music should be sad too. I think we only need to use one piece. A single sad piano piece. It could be the play's theme. You'll hear it at important times, but the rest of the play will be silent. She seems to be way more than the music director than me. What piece will that be? How about something by Ravel? I don't know. I don't have a clue as to what she's talking about. I'll trust that whatever you pick will be good. Okay, then please give it a little time. I'll find something that will match the play's tone. That sound okay, Nagisa? Yes, I really appreciate it. She bows deeply. Now all we needed is a costume. Oh yeah, yet another thing I didn't realize we needed until Kimura told us. What'll we do? Well, I'll make that myself. You can do that? Only what I learned in home economics class, but I have a feeling that I can do it if I try. I'm glad to hear you're optimistic, but don't try to take on too much by yourself. If you're gonna do it at home, it's not like I'll be doing anything, you know. I could help. Thank you very much for your offer. But I can't ask a boy to do something like that. Well, I guess, but Just leave it to me. I feel certain that Sane-san would answer that way if we asked her. I suggest talking to Sane-san about this once we go home to Nagisa. We go home to Nagisa. Alright? You're busy, Mom. It's fine. I'll find time in between work and do it little by little. But we don't have that much time. It'd be the same if you tried making it too. And anyway, you need to focus on practicing the play. It'd be all for naught if you ended up spending all your time making costume. Right? He's right, Nagisa. Let me help you. Well, in that case, I'd be very grateful if you could help us. Thank you, Mom. Nagisa bowed again. Okay. So many people are now involved in making sure this thing gets finished. All for Nagisa's sake too, since she puts everything into making this modest dream of hers a reality. Ah, welcome home, my daughter, the inheritor of my fabulous genes. You too, you vagrant. We're back. I managed to borrow something nice. Here, take it. The old man hands up us a videotape. What is it? It's a recording of a play. Should be a good reference, right? Yes, it'll be very helpful, since I've never seen a play before. Bombshells dropped by the president of the drama club, part 2. Oh yeah? Talk about good timing then. I actually think you're about to 2 or 3 years too late. Thank you, I'll watch it right away. Great. Hey kid, don't have anything for you, so stop standing around looking all greedy. Let's watch this together, Tomoe-kun. I'm sure you don't need to watch it alone. I'm sure it'll be more fun if we watch it together. And I want you to do some studying too, Tomoe-kun. You can tell me where my acting needs improvement. Don't let anything but praise pass through those stupid lips of yours. She can hear you saying that. That's right, I don't want to hear any lip service. Please be harsh on me. You don't have to worry about any lip service coming from me. That's right, Tomoe-kun gets straight to the point. I learned a lot from him. Who the hell do you think you are going around giving your opinions about people? You're just a little kid with nothing but half-developed you-know-what's down there. How many does he have growing between his legs? Let's go, Tomoe-kun. Yeah, go do some studying. I watched images as they're displayed on the family's TV set. The play is as moving as anything else I've seen. The actors perform in such an exaggerated way, even more so than in TV dramas or movies. They're using their entire bodies. Through them, they convey thoughts and emotions that can't be put into words. I'd probably be feeling overwhelmed by the emotion if I was watching this in person. It's a stunning experience for me, since I've never properly seen a theater actor before. I get so engrossed by the video for a while I forget I'm watching with Nagisa. I look next to me. She's in tears. How are you going to study if you're busy crying? Okay. She wipes the tears away with the tissues I hand her. But I was just so moved by it. I felt nostalgic for some reason. Isn't this your first time watching it? I think so, but either way, I can't believe how many amazing plays there are. Or how amazing plays are. When I compare what I'm doing to something like this, it's as if I'm just playing make-believe. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I guess you would, but don't you think that's okay? If you're serious enough about playing make-believe, you're performing a play. The only difference is whether or not you have an audience. Oh. Yes, you might be right about that. Yeah, so don't give up. Press the rewind button on the remote control. Even as we eat dinner, we keep rewinding and watching the video over and over again. I'm getting sleepy. That reminds me, I barely slept last night. I should probably head off to bed. Okay, good night. Are you going to keep watching? Yes, I feel like I'm on the verge of discovering some sort of hint. Oh, well, don't overdo it. Okay, I'll be sure to stop in time to get enough sleep. Yeah, alright, night. I'm sad to leave. When I exit the room, I catch the old man as he's coming out of his own room. What were y'all acting all lovey-dovey with Nagisa in there? You know, she was born because this thing down here did this, that. What? She was born because this thing down here did this, that, then the other. What do you say to that? Rosia, right? As always, I have no idea what he's going on about. Speaking of which, old man, what is it, kid? It might be a play. Oh, it might. A story that Nagisa barely remembers. Why do you think that? She watched the video and said it made her feel nostalgic. What? Oh, tell him what the story was about again. Explain the story about the play that Nagisa is about to put on. Let me give it to you straight, kid. Okay. That's probably not how to play. Or are you so sure? She had seen a performance like that before. I know all about it. If I don't remember it, then it didn't happen. This is coming from someone who searched through that closet with me for however long. I don't feel like I should doubt him after all that. I see. But she wants to turn that story into a play? Yeah, why? What's interesting about it? I don't have a reply for him. Whatever. She's not at that age where she should be that picky about stories. Yeah, I feel the same way. Just support her as much as you can. Passes by me and heads toward the bathroom. We're leaving. Yep, see you later. Okay, have a nice day. Go out there and enjoy yourselves. We'll leave home in the two sitting us off as they do every day. Figured it out. Nagisa begins to talk to me as we walk among the other students headed to school. Figured what out. I think it'll be even better if we add a song. A song? Yeah. At the climax of the play in the video, everyone started singing. I guess so. I want to incorporate something like that too. Doesn't that song in the video only work because everyone in the class sings it together? I doubt the crowd will get excited if you sang something on your own. So it might be better if I didn't? Are you even confident about singing? I've never been in a play before, but I have sung in music class. Well, of course you've sung there, even I've done that. Which is why I'd like to add a song if I can. I have a feeling that'll make the performance a lot better. See, well, do whatever you feel like doing. But I don't think you really need to be worrying about things like making the performance better. Excuse me? If you want to sing, then sing. That's all I'm trying to say. I understand. I want to sing, so I'll sing. Yeah, you do that. Put everything you got into it. That's what's more important. Most important. Okay. Today's election day for the student council. When I meet Nagisa after homeroom, it's the first thing she talks about. Hey, did you vote for Tomoe-kun? Well, Tomoyo? Me too. I think Sakigami-san is very well suited to be student council president. I only voted for her because she was the only name I knew on the ballot. Did you not hear everyone's speeches in the gymnasium? Oh, me and Tsunahara skipped that. Sakigami-san was wonderful there too. While it may be rude to the other candidates to say this, Sakigami-san was the coolest of them all. She seems like she'd be popular with the other girls. I'm sure she's popular with the boys as well. In that case, she's a lock to win. Yes, I'm sure she'll be elected. We head to the club room as we chat. I look on as Nagisa performs. Her homemade script is clutched in her hands. The play goes exactly as she explained it to me. A girl who's been left all alone in the world creates a doll. Who's been left all alone in the world creates a doll out of junk she collects. When she does, it comes to life, and the girl stops being sad. All's well that ends well. Honestly, this story might be perfect for a short amount of time she's been given. Watching Nagisa practice, I suddenly remember what seemed to be a feeling of deja vu I had when I first heard about the story. I was hoping that something, somewhere deep in my memories, would come back to me by seeing Nagisa's performance, but nothing has. And the play isn't complete enough. No, I doubt this story will ever be completed. That's a feeling I'm getting. There are just too few clues, and I'm the only one looking for the answer anyway. Nagisa already seems satisfied with what she has. If I worry about anything, it should be about taking care of her. And once Founders Festival ends without incident, we can start acting more like a proper couple. For now, though, my role is just to sit here and watch her. We can't even test the lights out until we actually hang them in the gym. The only time we can do that is during the rehearsal today after tomorrow. There's nothing at all for me to do. Yeah, you've got it easy. After Nishina and Sugisaka teamed up on me, I'm nearly lost sight of any reason to even be around. What's the point at all? This stare at Nagisa as she practices. Komura, our advisor, is also sitting down and watching. He has a copy of the script in his hand and occasionally points out mistakes that Nagisa makes. But he only points out mistakes that are so big that even Tsunara and I notice them without scripts. In other words, Nagisa's acting isn't even at the level where it can be coached, but still, she keeps nodding at every little thing he tells her. And she keeps throwing herself into her practice, not even bothering to wipe the sweat beginning to pour from her forehead. When I see her like that, it makes me think how relate that this must be the school life that Nagisa always wanted. Excuse us. A pair of Nishina and Sugisaki announced their presence as they entered the room. Ah, Nishina-san, Sugisaki-san. Hello. I'm sorry for bothering you so much about the music. How did it go? Nagisa must have been worried about it herself as she gets to the girls before I can. It's right here. Nishina-san shows her a tape she's holding. Oh, you found something? Yeah. Let's play it for you. Next to Nishina and Sugisaka as a tape player raised up to her chest. The sound of a piano solo fills the room. I close my eyes, and for just a moment, I feel as though I'm standing in a different world. It's wonderful. Nagisa looks entranced. Of course it is. The question is whether it's what you were thinking of. It's so spot on. I'm amazed. That's good. Nishina breaks into a smile. This piece is Ravel's Mamir Oi. The title translates to Mother Goose. In other words, it's a fairy tale of sorts. It was originally written as a piano duet to be played by a friend's two children whom he taught. Ravel wrote many illusionary pieces, and this one was based on a fable, so I thought it may go well with the world of your play. What language were you speaking in? Japanese, duh. I don't blame Tsunara for being clueless as to what she's talking about. Still, I don't understand that now. I still do understand now that Nishina really loves music. I'd never seen her talk so passionately about anything before. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ray-chan arranged it for a piano solo. What? She wrote out the sheet music and gave it to a good pianist she knows to play. It's much easier to feel a connection now. In that case, it was success. That's no easy feat. They're remarkable, Nishina-san. Thank you very much. No, I should be thanking you. Thank you for this fantastic music. Great news, Okazaki. Now I can start practicing pressing the play button. One try is all the practice I need. It sure is lively in here. The new voice. Everyone turns to face the door. We see Tomoyo standing there. Takagami-san. Nagisa is startled by her appearance and almost coughs out the words. Wait, why are you wearing glasses? 'Cause I have bad eyesight. Why else? You never wore them before. Yeah, I figured it'd be okay to start wearing them. What would be okay? For a boy, yeah, you really get hung up on the little things, you know that? I feel a lot freer now. Probably because I never forgot about focusing on my appearance and started working on the other things instead. So I decided that this is when I'd start wearing my glasses at school too. I don't really like how I look with them on, but that's not something I should be worrying about now. Nagisa speaks up, apparently freed from the nerves that had paralyzed her earlier. congratulations on your election. Oh yeah, thanks. You know, you're older than me, you should parade around and act like that. Yes. Hold your head up high. Okay. As we expected, Tomoyo was elected student council president. We don't know the exact results yet, but if I had to guess, she probably won by a landslide. Sorry, the student council president. Nice to meet you. We both voted for you, Sakagami-san. Congratulations. Nishina and Sugisaka walk up to her. Tomoyo is now the woman of the hour at school. She's like a celebrity. Yeah, thanks. It's only because I love all of you. Tomoyo. Even Sunhara runs up to her. Please, can you use your authority to switch up the time we have for classes with the time we have for breaks? As if I could do something like that. What, you can't? Hey, you're in the way. Move. She pushes aside Sugisaka and Sunahara and stands in front of Nagisa, who's still frozen in place of nervousness. We both reached the goals we swore to each other we'd make come true. The goals they swore to make come true. She must be talking about that day. Oh, good luck. Huh? I'll try to get into the student council. You try to reform the drama club. Let's both push forward to our goal. Does that sound good? I see, so you're trying to join the student council, Sakagami-san? I hope you work hard in order to make that happen. I'll work hard toward my goals too. Yeah, you're a good girl, you know that? Not at all. You're much more impressive, Sakagami-san. You're the only 2 years... You're the one 2 years older than her. Nagisa reformed the drama club, and as of today, Tomoyo became the student council president. Yes, Nagisa nods vigorously. But what you accomplished is much more impressive, Sakagami-san. What I did is barely anything in comparison. Things are only getting started for me. It's the same for you, right? Huh? Oh, yes. The roads ahead of us are still long, so let's both keep pushing forward, okay? And you vow to each other. Promise? Tomoyo sticks out her pinky finger. Okay. The two wrap their pinkies together as they look into each other's eyes. This must feel like such a boost for Nagisa. I'm glad to see it happen too. Yeah, I knew you were a good girl. I'm glad I chose you to make that promise with. She pats Nagisa's head and throws her hair out over her shoulder as she turns around. I hope your time at school only continues to get better. I'll keep the peace at school, just leave it to me. Leaves us with those words. That's one impressive junior. After standing there for a while, blank-faced, Nagisa suddenly shakes her head like a dog to cast off what just happened. Okay, I'll try practicing together with the music now. Oh, good idea. Music, please. Practice resumes. The club room was supposed to be empty, but now it's full of people. Nagisa, me, Tsunohara, Kimura, Nishina, and Sugisaka. I don't know when it happened, but we've started spending time together with all of them. As Nagisa's been single-mindedly focused on her goal, I've been by her side, experiencing everything with her, and working to share this joy together with everyone. This is what we've been trying to do. Thursday and Friday pass, bringing us to now, Saturday, the day before Founders Festival. Rehearsal for tomorrow will be taking place in the gym starting this afternoon. It's all Nagisa has been able to think about since morning, and even while we were walking to school, she wasn't able to take her eyes off her handmade script. You know, this is a rehearsal, not a conjuring test. What good is cramming going to do you now? I'm sure your body will unconsciously know what to do. What could it not after all the practice you did? I've been by her side for the past 3 days, so I know just how much work she's been putting into this. No, Tomoe-kun, did you just say something? You weren't even listening? Sorry, could you repeat what you said? I love you. Thank you very much. She replies with a straight face before going right back to her looking at her script. Not only she did act embarrassed for a bit or stare off in his face after I said something like that. This must be serious though, which is no good. I need to get her to relax. Hey Nagisa. Huh? Did you say something just now? I want to do something. Sorry, could you do it some other time? She replies to me again, then goes directly back to her script. So she'd be okay with it later. I need to keep that in mind. Hold on, no. If even that didn't get a reaction from her, she must be really feeling the pressure. If she's still like this when the rehearsal starts, she might blank out on stage. I wouldn't be able to bear it if she lost confidence over that, then had a bad performance tomorrow because of it. How do I get her to relax? Ah, jeez. I've been forgetting to do this. So, might as well do it now, not like it's gonna change much at this point in time. I mean, the last one, I think, that's already happened, so. We already did that. That. That's right, I just need to steal her script. And grab hold of it from beside her, then yank it out of her hands. She continues to look down at it in the same pose, despite having nothing to look at. Ah, this is serious. Oh, my script. She finally noticed what happened and looks at her hands. Your second personality just came out and munched it down. That's a lie. I don't have a second personality. Part of multiple personality disorder is not realizing what's happening. Even if I did have it, I wouldn't have eaten a script. You were saying that you'd memorize the whole thing if you ate it. Tomoe-kun, you're holding it in your hands. You figured it out. Please don't interrupt me right now. Okay, sorry. She seems honestly upset, so I give it back to her without any protest. I wonder if I'm really okay doing things like this. Classes are dismissed once morning courses end. Most of the third-year students get ready to head straight home, but the others start preparing for tomorrow's Founders Festival. It's similar to school's festival, and just like what you'd expect from a prep school, we've only been given half a day to get ready. We pass through the school's busy entrance and head toward the gym. Oh, my heart is pounding. Let me teach you a good spell, Nagisa-chan. You write out words on your palm like this, and swallow them 3 times. Tsunohara writes the word in 3 times on her hand. What use is that gonna do to her? Even that isn't calming me down. Of course it isn't. How about you try imagining that the people in the audience aren't actually human? And what should I imagine them as being? Aliens. I don't think that's the right approach either. They're all here to invade Earth, so they're not interested in your performance in some play, Nagisa-chan. But I wouldn't want them to be uninterested. I want them to watch. Then they are interested. They'll decide whether or not to invade depending on how good your acting is. So now you really have to give it your all. Yes, that would put a lot of pressure on me. Okay, you two idiots, cut it out with all this stupid talk. Just listening to that makes me feel like I'm gonna go nuts. This isn't stupid talk. He's really trying to help me. That's right, though I'm not surprised that you'd be jealous at my sophistication. I'm about as knowledgeable as your average grandmother. Maybe your average senile grandmother. But, you know, I do feel like I've calmed down a little bit. Seriously? When I heard you insulting us, Tomoe-kun, it felt like just another day again. Well, I'm glad I could help. I couldn't have done it without Tsunohara's sheer idiocy.